And there's a saying that your degree is group work. So find people that you're going to work with. People that are going, because sometimes you find that you forget about something, but it might be someone who remembers. In a group, there's always that one person who remembers everything. So you definitely need that person, especially if it's not you. If you're not that kind of a person. So find a team that you're going to work with. Sometimes you find that people are going to push you, or you might learn a lot, more than you thought you did, when you're in a group. So I think those two things are going to be very helpful. Also,
and sometimes Dr. Simo Mthethwa, we talk about the culture shock, relating to going to this new place and getting shocked to be like, wow, oh, this is this and this and that. And I think for me, when I came to varsity, I experienced a lot of that. I was like, I come from Limpopo, so I come from there were only Pedi people there. Only Pedi, Now I come to varsity now, this one here Kuluma, this one Kwapa Jivenda, everybody's here. You get what I'm saying? Now I'm in class, I'm sitting next to a white person, which is something that I've never done before. You get what I'm saying? So we have those shocks and everything like that. So it was
just to add on the shock thing. Even as you were mentioning that you are sitting there, there is this white folk, and then on your left there is this Indian guy, and you are sitting here, you are Zulu. Behind you there is this Benda guy. You are there. The lecturer comes in. They speak top English that you still need to adjust to, and you're like, oh, what the hell? I remember, trust me, man. I spent a lot of time trying to understand the English that was spoken by my lecturers. And when I say lecturers, I mean each and every one of them, because at that time they were not really speaking the same English to me. There was Dr. Ewing, the very first one, and then there was Zimbabwean. Okay, this one is slow, but this pronunciation, I'm not used to this pronunciation of things. Then you go to economics, there's other people there. So it's a shock. It's a shock because as you are saying, at home you only know Sipedi, and you barely speak English at home. Trust me. You barely speak English. So English, that's the thing that you just learn in school, in high school, and then you just have to pass. And then you go to the university, realize that, okay, this one is Tswana. I don't know how to speak Tswana, so we have to speak in English. And you can barely construct a meaningful sentence at that stage.
The issue of language and the issue of the English, and it's not only the English, like you're saying, is that firstly, I think
it's everything.
It's everything, yeah. But on the language part, because I have found it to be one of bigger issue, because sometimes you'd find some students that they want to consult with you, but they just can't express themselves, And sometimes I would say to them to be like, what language do you speak? And be like, Askulu. And everything like that. But you then have situations whereby they are forced to speak in English because maybe of language barrier and everything like that. And now because they are not used to talking English on a day-by-day basis, because at the high school there, from the schools that we're from, they would even teach you, math in Pegi to be, you know what I'm saying? They would mix the vernac there and everything like that. So we came here not actually having, the language in that fluent form that is supposed to be. And some lecturers, they have the accent. some lecturers are from Europe, so their English is kind of different from our English and everything like that. How do first years, how do they navigate that? What should they do to improve on their language, maybe their English, maybe? How do they navigate around that?
Yeah, man. Depending on the institution, they normally at the institution they usually the language facility where people can just go there, learn how to read and write, and I know for sure that we have such a facility at UKZN. Never used it. Trust me, I've never used it. Actually, I noticed the importance of that when my international friend, he came in, I think he came in as a master's student, and he wasn't so fluent in English that if you take me as a first year, I was way better than him. So he couldn't construct sentences and things like that, just speak disconnected English. So he was using that, and he was just telling me about it. But well, they teach me how to construct a sentence properly, how to write. They say after some time I have to learn how to write scientific writing, but for now we're just learning the English as a language of communication and things like that. So first years can utilize that, but trust me, when I was a first year, I didn't even know there was such a thing, and hence I did not really spend time on that. But man, it's a problem by the virtue of the university. University kind of unifies diversity, so that's why we have university. So there's a culture, language, there's a mixture there. The best thing that you can do is just be able to or open your mind to learn. If you I have someone who learned French, and the way they are fluent now, I'm even jealous. I'm thinking, why didn't I join when these guys were starting this French thing? So what I can say is that you just need to just open your mind that, okay, I'm paid here, but equally someone is closer here, and they have the same, be open-minded in a way that you just assume that everyone is just like you. That's what I'm saying. You just assume that, well, this person is exactly just like me. We need to learn from each other. So if it's possible, you can get a friend that is gonna. There's nothing wrong with learning. When you get to university, you'll find people there who went to multiracial schools. They speak English like actually English is the English that is speaking them, the way they are fluent. So it's either you observe those guys or you try other means. What helped me? What helped me, especially with the English, man, I think the main thing that helped me, and you're not gonna believe this, but believe this. I used to when I got to I started watching, sitcoms, stand-up comedy, and I'm a comedy person, so I would watch, even when I watch a movie, I would watch a comic kind of a movie. So that, like it or not, that will give you vocabulary faster than your high school teacher would give you in your entire high school. So it just don't lock your mind. Just be open-minded that, okay, I do not have the necessary English, because the English that you are using at university, most likely you will have to use that even after you graduate university. So just capacitate yourself, man. Learn. As I said, I used to watch a lot of comic stuff, and that's why I actually got my English intact. So the best advice would be learn. Do not lock your mind. Do not lock yourself out. Oh, I'm baby. Nobody can tell me anything. Oh, I'm that Zulu guy. I'm not gonna. Just be open-minded to learn the languages, if I may put it that way, because that will help you to communicate with people who are not well capacitated in terms of language. You'll find them quiet even if they want to speak, because they don't know how to put whatever that they have in mind. They don't know how to put it through properly. You'll find them quiet and treat themselves, block themselves from having conversations. For example, Mahudu, right now we can, like you and I can speak English, and we can actually go a little bit Zulu, Sotho if we want to, So just challenging the first year to do not lock your mind out. Just learn the languages as fast as you can, because you're gonna need to communicate with people at some point. And trust me, being multilingual is one of the things that you really want to have in the bag as part of the skills, even after your university life now.
It's quite interesting that you say that you actually learned your English from sitcoms, because for me, it was radio. I once told you that actually I'm a very big fan of radio. So I used to listen to a lot of, especially when I moved this side in Joburg, I started listening to a lot of, obviously English, radio stations, your Metro FMs, your YFMs and everything like that. And I then realized over time that actually I'm picking up a lot of vocabulary, and my lexicon was actually based on that. But further than that, I started to read books, not only like your study books and everything like that, but I started to read like books, like, newspapers and everything like that. And I started to join. And I think another thing that, maybe can help with the first years that would be struggling from English is that join a community. At campus, there are many societies. There are even societies that are based on debating, public speaking. I actually literally think that everything in the university space is there. Earlier on, you spoke about some professional. Yeah, you spoke about this, the centers, or the units whereby they help you to write, they help you to actually read. I didn't know about that until I had to attend a certain workshop that was based on public speaking. And I'm like, this place has always been here. I didn't come here. And why didn't I not see this place? But they actually are a language facility. They actually take you through those kind of things like presentations, presenting and everything like that. But I just feel like in first year, because of it's very intense, people are so much focused into the academics that they don't open themselves to a lot of things. So I would say that being open-minded, like you say, and actually needing help, because the help is there in some form or another, is there. You just have to actually push yourself through and be like, hey, I'm struggling from this and I need to help with this and everything like that. So I think that was well said.
Yeah, man. I'm glad that you mentioned the thing of joining the societies. That's one of the things, man, that can help, especially the first year guys. Whatever the numerous societies. So whatever that you think would help you improve your language skills or whatever skill that you want to improve. Join that. please join them. There are numerous, so many of them, and please do not neglect the facilities that are provided by the university. Don't be another band. Don't be another.
Indeed.